Welcome back to Autonauts. And today we've got our power technology research done. It took 500 colonist love hearts and we get a crude torch for it. I'm assuming there's going to be something else other than a crude torch, but maybe not. In any case, that's that done, and then we're going to choose our next project. So why don't we just go over here and choose a few things that we can actually make. I think we're probably going to want better food sources because we want to basically get upgrades. And this is all really expensive up here, so yeah, we're going to want to have better food. So why don't we just start off with maybe maybe this one. Okay, so recipes. We'll just go and get one of the berries, and we'll just drop that in, and then everything else should proceed automatically. Yep, there it goes. Everything else that we've done between the episodes has largely been just tidying up more than anything else. There's nothing really excessive in here. I've built a couple more workbenches up top to make things like memory upgrades and speed upgrades. I'm starting to think do things like speed upgrades to robots that are moving around a lot, basically. We have robots like, let's say, for example, what's a good example around? I guess the ones that are transporting things like mushrooms from the field to the crate, or berries from the field to the crate, so that will be this berry mover. I don't yet have an upgrade for them, I don't think. No, I've given them the power upgrade, and because it's still a level 1 bot, I can't put a second upgrade in. It's fine. It's fine at the moment, but we're going to replace that with a second bot. In fact, why don't we just do that? Why don't we just grab, well, tell our bots to make another one. Let's just see. We want a bot Mark 2, please. Yep. And go. Okay, so off they go. And then we're going to choose an upgrade. Between the episodes, what I also did was make a scooter. Scooter just needs a wheel, and we now able to make wheels. So you can see in my inventory at the bottom right, there is a crude scooter. That means you can basically scoot around, and you can move around much faster, as you can see there, versus what we previously had. So I'm very much in favor of doing that. Please do it yourself if you're following along. Anyway, there's our robot head, and we should get the robot body and everything else shortly. I'll then set it up, and why don't I just go and see what it takes to craft. It takes 4 crude gears and 1 pole to craft that. And are you finished yet? No, I need to make another workbench. Clearly I didn't finish this one off, so I'm just going to go and sort that out. So 2 logs, 2 sticks, and away we go. Okay, and with that workbench set up, we'll then go and craft the speed upgrade. I'm not going to automate them just yet because I don't need them that often. However, we'll have 1 speed upgrade. So away you go. And I think someone did say you don't need to trade robots. You can just be able to control right-click robots to install the upgrades straight away. And do I still have that in my inventory? No, it looks like I don't have it. Whoops. Put you down. I don't need you. I want to trade with you. So, yep, so control right-click does install the module. That's good. And we have locomotion upgrade. We should also think about maybe what else other upgrade we need. This is just going to be a transporter, so we don't really need all that much more. But having it run for longer between wind-ups is pretty good. I shouldn't need the memory upgrade, so I can just take this one, which is basically a power upgrade, and apply that one as well. There we go. And then we can just basically program this robot to do what the other one did. So if we just go and let's go and grab. In fact, I need to go stop first and record. Now grab berries and grab a particular location. Whoops, remove you. We're going to also, to get a tip between the episodes, you can just drag this block to basically choose where you want the repeat. So even though it is a button, you don't have to wrap things permanently like this. And yeah, it's pretty good to do. However, I just need to just get rid of that for a second. Yeah, and get rid of this. And then I just want to dump them in this crate. Okay, and then I am going to grab a thing here and then just say either repeat until hands full. Yep, that's fine. But it's fine if that fails, so I'll let it pass through. So it'll pass through. So it can't. If it can't fill the hands, it will just go on to the next set of instructions, and then we'll wrap everything with a repeat forever. So if it can, it'll fill its hands and move to the berry storage, and then yeah. So berry collector is its name, and we'll press go. Okay, so that should move away through that, and you could also add a wait instruction as well if you wanted it to slow down, but otherwise it's fine. It will actually work. So I will just move that up into the berries group, wherever the berries group is. Yep, berry harvester, berry mover. And we'll just move this up to here. Okay. And then that should make sure that whenever there are berries on the ground, that happens, and it moves around pretty quickly. So we can probably get rid of the berry... which one was it? The berry mover, or... Yeah, this is the old one, isn't it? Yeah, 5 kilobytes free, so we can stop you and basically empty you of everything. And just say empty. And stop you. And then we can just move that into the empties group, wherever I've put it. I have an empties group somewhere, I promise. There we go. So empties. And then we can obviously rename that to whatever we like, but for the moment, we can just pick up this bot and take it and drop it in the disposal area up at the top of the screen. Off we go. Carrying robots is heavy work though, so you can't really move around that well with it in a scooter, but otherwise we're fine, so off you go. Now next we're just going to wait for this this cooking technology to finish. I suspect I'm probably going to need that bucket as well to get various things like milk. So yep, you've dropped that, that's good, and we'll head back down here. So now I'm just waiting for this to finish. Now, while our research is going, the next task we've been given is farming vegetables that we need to actually get to, and that's scything pumpkins, basically. It's appropriate for this time of year, obviously, and yeah, probably this video could be coming out on Halloween. Anyway, we're going to farm pumpkins because that's appropriate. That's totally the reason why, not just complete random chance. Anyway, we're going to see if we can, well, first of all, pick that back up and then use that on the pumpkin. And see if we get seeds from this, or we just get some kind of pumpkin. Let me just put that in my bag, pick this up, and we just get a bag. We just get a pumpkin. So yeah, we've scythed one pumpkin. It doesn't really tell you how we're going to get seeds from that. So yeah, maybe we need a processing station of some kind. Regardless, I guess I'm going to put this into a box. It says that's where they need to go. So let's just see. Do I have any spare boxes? I don't. I'm going to have to make another one. Why don't we just make this our pumpkin area over here? So I'm just going to carry this back again. And I'm going to go and construct a box, and we'll just put them in the box for now and pick up the wild pumpkins around, and no doubt we'll need to replant them. Probably in this sort of area, I think, because there's some wheat in here as well, or cereal crops, wild cereal crops that we're going to probably domesticate as well in future. So off we go with the usual sort of approach for storage, and let's just put you, I don't know, about there. We can always move it later, it's no big deal. And I just need to get 4 planks and poles. Do that off camera. So it seems in order to get pumpkins, or at least renewable pumpkins, we need to hit, well, as you might imagine, to get the seeds out, you need to go and hit the pumpkin with a mallet. Yes, it really is that simple, I suppose. Okay, so let's go and get a pumpkin and drop that down, and then switch to our mallet and then hit the pumpkin. Are we going to get seeds? Looks like we are. So raw pumpkin, fine, I guess, and also some pumpkin seeds. So clearly we get 2 different products for that, and raw pumpkin, I would assume, is going to be used for food. So maybe we are safe to process all pumpkins into raw pumpkin and seeds, which is good because that's much more easy to automate than anything else. So can we just put this straight into the ground, or do I actually need some other way? Let's pick this up. And can I put it in the ground, or do I need to dig a hole? Looks like I need to dig a hole. Yeah. Okay, so like normal. That's fine. What we'll need to do is probably build a few more boxes, and then we'll have a sort of processing area. I need to dig up to the turf, however, so I'm going to need to sort that one out as well. I'll either do that manually, or we'll get another robot to basically dig all turf. Ooh, and you, the love transporter is waiting for a robot to wind it. And it's probably just out of the area that we can actually support. So what I'm just going to use one manually. I don't mind doing one. Occasionally, when we need a larger area, we can go for the search upgrade, which I'm not making yet, but I can change this up here to the search upgrade. And I'm probably going to apply that to all of the robots that wind things. So here we are, 4 planks, 1 pole, and you can basically make a search upgrade, and that's going to be straightforward. So I'm probably going to do that for this robot, and we'll see where we go from there. So I'm going to go and dig up some turf. And here our research is done, so we get shisho sashimi, the parts, harder to say, herby pumpkin, so clearly that's what we're going to be going for, I imagine, herb mushrooms, spiced apples, spiced berries, and watery porridge. No one likes watery porridge. If you like watery porridge, I'm so sorry. Crude Mixing Pot, fine. And then I'm just going to upgrade this robot. I just gave it this basically such upgrade. So I can just max the area. And you can see that's much larger now. At least 2 in every direction. And we can just basically do that. And we do that with any robot that we want to upgrade for. This one, actually, do you have any... That's the only upgrade. And I've got this other energy efficiency upgrade, so I may as well actually upgrade you twice. So you just need to stop the robots when you're doing this, and then shift right click, and then the robot will start up again once you press play. And it's basically got the energy upgrade as well as the search upgrade. So pretty nice above all. So now we have new stuff, it looks like. Yep, food. We have a crude mixing pot. Well, okay. Needs 6 planks and 1 pole, but it looks like another workbench type. So why don't we just put this over here, about here, okay, and then we'll use that to see if we can process the pumpkin or indeed anything else. We probably will be able to do the same thing over here with this berries. The reason why we're doing this, by the way, is apparently your colonists basically get much more nourishment out of better foods, so we need to basically get them better nourishment. So I'm just going to go and construct a few things, and I'll bring you back for some automation work. And I think I'm going to do some kind of terraforming robot. It's probably about time I don't dig up the turf myself, so all I'm going to do is just, well, I guess I can take the robot with me. That'll work, but I'm just going to take it down here and just drop it down. Not that it matters. Drop you down, okay, and then let's just program it. So we're just going to go and pick up the shovel from this area. So let's just record, pick up a shovel, and that's until hands are full. So until hands full, and then we are just going to go over here and dig up this terrain. Okay, find nearest turf in this. Move to turf. Whoops. Let's just remove that for a second, and stop. Yeah, I'm going to stop. No, I'm actually going to repeat forever. Okay, and then we're just going to change the placing of the area. So let's just say, we can't go any further south because I need to explore that area. Let's just grab this corner, give it one more piece of room. There we go, and click OK. And that should be everything. Yeah, so I'm just going to stop the recording, and I'm just going to, there's our bucket. Crude backpack upgrade, so we can carry more stuff in our backpack. I suppose robots could do as well if we wanted to. Crude bucket, scoop or carry liquids or particulates like sand, also handy for milking cows. Barrels, small silos, and a good workbench. Interesting. Can we make more stuff with our good workbench? Hopefully so. Anyway, let's just call this a landscaper. Landscaper. Okay, and let's just set them off going. And it should. Why don't you go and find... there it goes. Let's find a spade. And that should start digging everything up. And in the meantime, I'm just going to put this back down right there. Didn't mean to dig it up completely. Fine. I'm just going to with miscellaneous tools all over the place where I've... Oh, no. Where I've dropped them. That's fine for now. So that robot's going to dig up the landscape. I'm not sure if it's going to work its way through like the entire grid or if it'll leave lateral row. And if it does leave a row, fine. I don't care about that too much. But let's see what it actually does. And we probably want those robots to work faster at some point soon. Anyway, everything else that we can do is we can make this good workbench. Seems to be using all the same stuff that we've already made. So why don't I just put it down again here for now. Because it happens to be close to where the logs and everything is. And I'll basically build that up. And we'll see what we can make with that compared to our original... now terrible workbench. In fact, we can make the backpack upgrading already, but not much else for now. So, yeah, I'm just going to build this up. There it is. It's being made. What can we make with our good workbench that we couldn't make before? Okay, so we can make crude shears. We can make the buckets. We can make a couple of signs. We can make that torch that we were talking about. Sticks and straw we need. We need straw, presumably from the cereal crops. And crude data storage, fine. So that is available for us to make. Is there anything else we don't have out right now? We don't have silos, and we don't have barrels, and they're for different things. Obviously, barrels presumably for liquids, silos for grain crops or sand or stuff like that, I would imagine. And also, I have my my crude mixing bowl down here set to Herbie Pumpkin. I don't even think we're going to need this middle box. I don't think we're going to need the pumpkin storage at all. I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to need to get rid of this tuff somewhere. I need somewhere to get rid of it. I guess I can put it in here for now. Yeah, let's just go and grab these pumpkins for a second. There we go. I'm not sure if we can store things in this when it's empty, so let's give this a go. And can I store something in you now? No. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to put that back down. Okay. Can I reset storage? I can. Okay, so now I can pick you up. There we go. Because all we're going to do is whenever we scythe the pumpkins out of the field, we're just going to hit them with mallets straight away. We're going to have a robot specifically that just runs up to things and hits them with mallets. Giant mallets. In fact, if we can make it look like a clown, that would be even more amusing for me. But I guess we're not going to be able to do that. Anyway, from these we should be able to just immediately smash them into raw and seeds, and then get both of those either stored or put back in the box in a similar way to basically how we're doing both of these setups. Instead of beating the bushes with a flail, we're going to hit them with a hammer. I'm not sure if we need to scythe them first though, so we may need a scythe robot and a hammer robot and then just collectors. So yeah, I'll set those up. Now set robots up here. One's making crude blades until this workbench is full. The next one's taking that and making crude scythes until, well, obviously the workbench is full. And obviously the third one is then doing the mallets. So we have the tools and, well, both tools that we need to be able to harvest pumpkins. The other thing we're going to need for the food, however, is weeds. And I had a problem. I couldn't find weeds anywhere. Turns out I had to go all the way up here. These are weeds. Yep, so we need to go and get a shovel, and then we're going to need to plant them essentially. So we need to basically gather a few and then use them like any other crop. So it'll take a while for me to get up here. Ah, there we go. With my no, not that one. This one. I want turf. Let's get some weeds. How long are you gonna take? There we go. We got some weeds loose, and we can put them in a box like before. So we get 2. So it may be worthwhile as getting 4 while we're up here, and then bring them back home. So do watch out for those in your game. They're basically herbs as far as it's concerned, it seems. So let's grab 4 of you, stack them up, and bring them all the way back down. And we're going to want to put them somewhere else. We could even just use the loose space in here, I suppose, or extend this further out. You can see I've moved an extra box on top here. But again, turf just seems to be something that just fills up any storage pretty quickly whenever you just dig up any of it. So let's just put it here for now. Yeah, I've dropped them already. Yeah, that's fine. So now I'm just going to reprogram a robot. Have we got another robot coming in? Yeah. And we'll basically tell it to pick up a scythe while your hands are available. And, well, until hands are full. And then we'll go and get it to basically scythe any pumpkin that it sees. We'll get a second robot to go and pick up a mallet, and then basically hammer any mallets. Hammer any mallets? Hammer any pumpkins. There we go. So let's choose you, and let's just say we want to pick up the scythe, and that shouldn't take it very long. There we go. And repeat until hands are full. Usual recipe here. You should get the idea of this pretty much for now. And then we'll just go and choose a pumpkin crop, and then we'll just change the area to this area. There we go. Yep. And then we are going to repeat that pretty much indefinitely, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. This is purely pumpkin scyther. Okay. And when we start to get more memory free, we could start adding other steps in here. For example, like, well, if there are also any pumpkins free, switch out your inventory, go and pick up pumpkins and go and load them. But we don't have to do things like that here. We can just get it to go and process stuff. So I think I'm able to just drop this side back down again, just so that another one doesn't get made. And they are getting scythed, it looks like. Yep, that's all working. Good. So then we just want to reprogram the next bot in. And I'm going to need to make another one or 2. So let's just get those on the go. And 1 to just basically pick up a mallet, do exactly the same thing. And then another one to just collect. And it's going to collect, and I'm probably going to have 2 instructions there. I'm going to get to collect both the raw pumpkin and the pumpkin seeds. There's a problem when you do it, though, that if it picks up this and this box ever gets full, it can't dispose of what's in its inventory. So we may have to be more preferential when we're doing that, or set up it so that it senses whether the box is full before it starts. So I will get to that instruction next. Okay, let's see if we can sort this one to preferentially, well, let's see if we can get it to be a bit more advanced about disposing of stuff. So let's just grab you and we'll go and record. And all you're going to do is come over here and you're going to pick up seeds first, okay? Pumpkin seeds, and we'll get an area that we can specify. Or should be able to. Yep, there we go. And let's move that area to the usual area here. And then we're going to repeat until hands are full, I think. So repeat until hands are full, but we're going to let that fail. And then when it does fail, we're going to go and bring it... in fact, no, hang on. Yeah, no, it's okay for it to fail. That's fine. It'll pick up as many as it can. And maybe I should, because these are all... look like they're... Are they out of the area? No, they're still in the area. That's fine. So repeat until hands are full. That's fine. And then go and dump them in here until hands are empty. So let's just put that there until hands empty. Okay. Okay, and then it will be able to fail as well. So if it can, then it will dump the stuff into this box. But if it fails, it may still have something in its inventory. So I'm just going to stop it for a second. I'm going to pick up a seed, so I've got something in my inventory. And then I'm going to start recording and drop it over here. Okay, drop all. We've got 7 kilobytes free. So then we're going to just basically go and pick up the raw pumpkin and do exactly the same thing as we got up here until hands are full. And then that can fail. 3 kilobytes left. I may need a memory upgrade here. And then literally just drop them into that. There we go. And then until hands empty. 1 kilobyte free. Ooh. Repeat until hands are empty. Okay, and I will need a memory upgrade here because if I want to let it fail in the same way as I have the other one, I'm going to need this kind of an instruction to just drop all if it can't actually dump them in the box. Okay, so there's that instruction there. So in the meantime, this will start and this will probably work. It just won't repeat because there needs to be an outer repeat forever as well as having these two instructions. So I need 3 more kilobytes. I'll get it started while we're actually going. And let's just say... pumpkin and seed collector. Pumpkin and seed collect CLT seed. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so off it goes. It's going to start basically picking stuff up. Hopefully, yeah, that's working fine. And I'm going to go and craft a memory upgrade, which just needs a couple of tree seeds and a couple of poles. And here we go. We've got 4 more kilobytes, and that's literally all. So I'm just going to go and grab some of my raw pumpkin again. And then I'm going to drop this right here after starting to hit record. And we're going to do this same thing again. Move there. Drop all. And then we've got 2 kilobytes left. And then we want to repeat forever. And that should be everything. I hope. We'll soon see. So it should keep this whole field basically clear of everything. There we go. And if we expand its area, I guess we could also get it to try and continue to collect stuff from over here, but we've got to be a bit careful about that. So yeah, I may have to just change that. Yeah, because it's in one of these areas is obviously wrong. Well, not wrong. It's more that it's not set. It's setting to overlap, so it's trying to pick up the stuff in its dump area, in its overflow, and we don't want that to happen. At least not at the moment. We'll have to think about some kind of overflow storage later, you know, some kind of disposal area, but for now, that should be it. Okay, so this just needs then a planter, I think. Do I have a planter? Hole digger, we've got a landscaper, which we don't need anymore. I've got smashing pumpkins. Yes, that robot is specific to smashing pumpkins and scything, but I don't have a planter, so we just need the last one. And all you're going to do is just plant. So you just need to pick stuff up and put it down in the ground, which is not hard to do at all. There we go. Okay, and we will program you. Just go over here, pick up a seed. We could also get it to try and pick up from here, I suppose. Yeah, let's actually try that. So let's just do this. And it's going to go here. Okay. And if that failed, we're going to do that until its hands are full, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to restrict this area quite heavily. I just want it to basically look in that one spot. We don't want to make it look on the field at all. So anywhere in there will be fine. And until hands are full. But if you fail, we want to fail by going picking up stuff elsewhere. So I'm just going to stop that for a second. Drop that down. Start recording again. And then go and pick up from chest. And we'll then set that one to be a repeat until hands are full. And then we'll allow both of them to fail. If they fail, then it's going to try and plant stuff in the field, I think. Or, in fact, this one, let's make this one not fail, just in case we want it to stop and wait for seeds to become available. And then we're just going to go and do this. Move that to the usual area. Okay, and then we are going to wrap all of that. Find the nearest hole, and move to hole, use held item until hands are empty. And that shouldn't fail, so we're just going to leave that as is. And then finally, wrap everything with forever. And that is the pumpkin planter done. Pumpkin planter. Just in time for Halloween, you have pumpkins that will be automatically planted in and grow in 20 seconds. That's how long they take, apparently. So that they can all go inside their own group now. In fact, I can even move in the mallet maker and the other ones because they're specifically for pumpkins. Or we just put them in the tools. Either way, that's fine. And because we have the ingredients, I'm just going to make one of these herby pumpkins manually. I just want to see... Actually, we're just going to get one of these out, but I just want to see what we're actually going to get for our troubles. We'll get one weeds loose. We've got 4, remember, so I can just go and grab one. And there we go. You're stirring a pot, basically. And you get herby pumpkin out, which is tier 2, which we can then take over to any of our colonists and then go and drop that on them. So let's head over here. Okay, and they now have a 2 and a heart symbol next to them. And presumably that food lasts longer. Yeah, you see that the nourishment appears to be going down slower, I think, than before. So that's probably a good idea. Yeah. Okay, and maybe they'll produce larger hearts or something. Because this next thing, it's 348 of 1,000 to get to the next robotics technology, the Mark II bot head. So yeah, we want a better boost than this. So yep, our pumpkins are going to be fine. We're going to set up the weeds exactly the same. I'm not going to show it on camera because, hey, you've seen it before. We have our weeds going in here. Yes, we're planting weeds. They are a crop. They're basically herbs. And we'll get that set up pretty much the same. The only difference really with weeds is all you need is a shovel and you will pull them out of the ground. You don't need the mallet processing step. So all that we need to do is just go and grab shovels from this tool station, which we're already making stuff at, and then come over here. So you need one robot to dig, one robot to dig them up, and possibly to also... Yeah, we've got enough memory. We can get it to all dig them up, but also dig holes. Combine both of those robots in the same thing. And then the robots following that will just have one that just picks them up and the one that plants them back down again. So yeah, for each one you dig up, you'll get 2 weeds loose. So that should be self-perpetuating. Yeah, and there we go. You see they've got these larger love hearts. They're each worth 10. So they're being ignored right now because I think they're just looking for the regular love heart kind and they can't really store them in the box. And the box is being used directly to feed into the research station. So because the robots, this robot can never actually pick up any of the love hearts, we just need to basically lead an instruction and pick up the love times 10. And then probably wrap that. Well, 1 kilobyte free. Wow. Okay. So let's see if we can actually do this. Will this actually work? So let's drop you in there and you in there until hands are full, and that can fail. And then we'll put that ahead of the one where it picks up regular love hearts, and that should preferentially pick up the 10 times one and not need anything else. Except that right now it might have a problem because it's currently got something in its inventory. So we need to just stop it, trade with it, and take... Oh, out of throw range. I shouldn't be. Am I not right next to it? Let's go and put you over here. Oh no, here it is. Okay, now we can trade with it. And can we take that back itself? Yeah, let's make sure its inventory is empty, please. Can I not take them back? Oh, no? Okay, that's a bit of a problem. I may have to replace that with a Mark II bot. It's just because I had a Mark II in my inventory, so I couldn't pick them up from the robot because the robot was carrying Mark Is. And that now, hopefully, if I start it off, it should go and find the large versions. Yep. And that's the only one. And then it's going to dump them. It's going to try. Oh no, it's going to try and dump them in the box. That's not good. Yeah, and we're out of memory. So we're going to probably just get it to feed directly into the machine, I think. I think that's going to work. So if I hit record, and if I just go and pick up something first of all, hit record, and let's do this. And then basically do this. Okay, and then do we have space? We don't have space. We need 2 instructions. Oh no, we can get rid of that one. That's fine. And that's fine. Let's stop. Pick up you. Record. Drop you, please. Okay, repeat until hands are empty. Okay, and that is fine. That should work, I imagine. It can't pick up any there, so it's dropping over here. And there it goes. So that's going to work. Yeah, and with a Mark 1, well, Mark 0 bot, whatever you want to call it. So you're happy, and we then are able to get more, well, better food, basically, to get 10 times love hearts. And that just needs me to do, oh, I don't have another charger over here. It needs me to set up the rest. I need to set up a pair of chargers for this side. And you can see already we got far more pumpkin than we can actually deal with, mainly because I'm not currently making anything out of it. So it's just going to pile up. When we're going to preferentially make that with this station, we're going to first check this dump area. And if that's got something in it, we'll use it. Otherwise, we'll just jump back to the crate and then use the crate for manufacturing this and then take this across. And the feeder will change over from berries to just go and grabbing basically the finished pumpkin. So that's all well and good. And everything is now automated for basically the pumpkin food. The downside right now is that I have run out of sticks. Unfortunately, the way I've got things set up, I'm just still relying on passive sticks from our forestry area. You need more than that. You need basically the sticks to basically come from another area that is specifically creating sticks, and that all ran out. So right now they won't make the food, but the food is going to be made as soon as I automate the sticks. I did mention in an earlier episode, it's not terribly hard to actually do, so I'll show you how it's done at the start of the next episode. But over here, let's just take a look at the weed, not the weed harvester. We want to look at the food preparer. It's going to be in pumpkins, I think. Where are you? Pumpkins? Pumpkins. And we want the pumpkin cooker. There we go. So all this is going to do is pick up from the weed loose storage, and that's when it's there. There's nothing in there right now because we don't have any sticks to make shovels to harvest stuff. And it's going to add it to the crude mixing pot. It's going to go and fill up its inventory then from this spot right here, if it can. This giant tall stack of Halloween pumpkin is because the crates are full. I need to just go and put the crates, put a couple more crates on top, and then basically go and add it to the crude mixing pot. Similar kind of recipe, and 0 kilobytes free. So yeah, very, very nice that it fits all in there. And yeah, so I'm pretty much done with pumpkins and the pumpkin sort of food that we're going to feed to our colonists. Over here, obviously, they are working away and just feeding it directly into here. And we have 768 of 1,000. That will obviously make a lot more progress as soon as I automate the sticks into shovels, etc., and go from there. Hopefully enjoyed the episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and of course press on the bell if you want notifications for more Autonauts episode. We're about to head into a good area of research that's sort of starting to make structures and flooring and lots of power technology as well, so plenty more to get to. In fact, if you want to have a look at just how much there is, if we just have a look at let's just see the plans. All of this stuff we've not got to yet. And if you have a look in here, you'll see there's lots of stuff down here. Level 3, level 4, level 5, etc. And look at how many hearts you need to get to. Level 5 is 1,000,000 hearts. So clearly we need better tiers of food. So yeah, lots to get to. and we'll see you next episode. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.